Looking forward to this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and relatives, we'd like to welcome you all on this special day of Graham and Hayley's wedding. Nice speech, Graham. I was hoping it would be worse than that, to be honest.
For those of you who don't know us, my name is Neil, and this fine gentleman here is David. And we have the privilege of being Graham's best men for the day. And if you can't hear us at the back, don't worry, you're not going to miss much.
On behalf of everyone, we'd like to thank the host for putting on such a grand affair. On behalf of the bridesmaids, we'd like to thank Graham for your kind words. You all look gorgeous. I think we'd all agree that he'll look stunning today.
Now, this is the moment we've been dreading for months, but I'm sure you guys have all been having a great day so far.
It really is a special day. I have to get my hair cut for it, must be.
And about time too, David, about time too.
Cheers.
I think we can all count ourselves lucky to be here today. Lucky that is that Graham has considerably more clothes on than when he got engaged to Hayley. For those of you who don't know the story, Graham decided the best time to do it was when he just stepped out of the shower in his birthday suit. I think it's safe to say that the diamond wasn't the only ring that was sparkling that day.
We're also lucky so far that Graham hasn't asked everybody to tidy up behind him. One night we were at his mum and dad's house having a party, and he got us all to lift our feet up so he could hoover under us. And his obsession with cleaning hasn't changed over the years.
As you know, Graham asked David and myself to be joint best men at his wedding. We were both honoured and thought of it as a statement of his love and affection for us that he couldn't choose between us.
Or most likely between the two of us, he thought we could get a half-decent stag do in speech. Stag do was alright.
I'm not so sure about the speech yet, but...
No kidding.
Standing next to this happy couple, I'm reminded of when Graham first told me about Hayley. But what was the very first thing that he told me about her?
Was it a beautiful smile?
No, that wasn't it.
Infectious laugh?
Yeah, it wasn't that either, no.
Do we had so many things in common?
No, it wasn't that.
Our dad owns motorbikes.
That's a possibility.
Cheerleader.
That's the one, yes. Very first thing he told me. To be fair, that stands to reason, because Graham's previous two girlfriends were a French maid and an air hostess. I'm only joking, they were both schoolgirls, but we'll just move on from that. Graham was born on the 2nd of October 1981, a year he shares with such respectable celebrities as Justin Timberlake and Fernando Alonso.
Unfortunately, however, Graham possesses none of the dancing ability or driving ability of the aforementioned, especially after the mysterious crash in his mum's motor not so long after passing his test. I'll never forget his face walking across that bridge.
He actually also shares the year with Paris Hilton, Sienna Miller and Britney Spears, some of whom I've looked up a lot more thoroughly online.
And like Paris Hilton, there's a few videos of Graham floating about online.
And did any of you know that the meaning of the name Graham is from the Grey Lands? But enough about his hair. Although, if you had seen his face after the stag do, that would have given the game away.
Although with Graham's pasty white complexion, it's kind of hard to tell where the hangover ends. I remember him and Hayley went to Mexico for a fortnight. He came back whiter than he was when he went.
Now, I suppose there are a few things that I really should mention, you know, what with Graham's new mother and father-in-law sitting at the table. Things like how he masterminded running from a restaurant in London without paying the bill, or how he likes to mount the lines in Trafalgar Square when he's drunk. You know, things like that, embarrassing stuff, so I won't mention them. All I'll say that I've had so many great nights out with Graham over the years, and when Graham and I were younger, we were sometimes mistaken for brothers. Me being the suave, sophisticated one, of course. Since I moved to London about 6 years ago, I'm happy to say that my friendship with Graham has never wavered. We've been friends since school and remain in close contact with each other, and that goes for many of our friends that are here tonight.
Myself, I've known Graham for a hell of a lot of years now. We've had some great nights along the way, and the odd trip to Amsterdam. But I'm not telling any stories about that. But one of the best days we had was when we went to see Pearl Jam in Manchester. It was a beautiful sunny day. Cheers! Great food, even better beer, brilliant music. But unfortunately, like a lot of nights out with Graham, he peaked too early and fell asleep. So if you want to give him your congratulations, probably the earlier the better. Although he did outlast me in the stag do, I suppose, so that's... But seriously, he's my best mate, and it's a great honour to be his best man, even if I need to share it with the likes of him.
The feeling's mutual, David.
Thanks, Bob.
A couple of years ago, I had the pleasure of travelling all around the world with Graham to Australia and back, as Joe said earlier. We were away for about a month, and I think it was one of the best holidays I've ever been on. We drank quite a lot during it, so I'm not too sure. We climbed the Sydney Harbour Bridge, not drunk I would like to add. We went snorkeling at the Great Barrier Reef in full body stinger suits, which made us look like a cross between a gay Power Ranger and, wait a minute, and a giant blue condom. I can't figure that out. We got so drunk at New Year we can barely remember the fireworks at Sydney, but a memory that will always stick with me as long as I live is when we went jet boating in the Sydney Harbour. 20 of us in this boat, flying around the harbour, getting soaked with water, everybody laughing, smiling uncontrollably, apart from Graham, who sat in the corner looking like a drowned rat. And now for the cheesy bit. Since Graham met Hayley 3.5 years ago, I can tell you now that I've never seen him happier, and I wish them all the best for their future together.
And now for the even cheesier bit. Wait, don't clap yet. I'll clap, come on. I'd also like to say that being married isn't about finding somebody you can live with, it's about finding somebody you can't live without. Or something like that. Anyway, I think you'll all agree that thank God this speech is over and me and Neil can actually start to enjoy the wedding now.
Now it's all that's left for us to do is to stand and charge our glasses and raise a toast.
To the bride and groom. And relax.